How's it going? So this thing, it's been 500 miles and this front tire still looks like practically brand new. The back tire's really starting to wear down. I started in Ruston, Louisiana. That's where I had these tires delivered to. And I'm somewhere up in Oklahoma right now. And I don't know, I think I might just sell this bike and get a bike that doesn't have a motor. I think that's my conclusion. Let me pull this chain off of here. And I'll spin this back wheel and show you what's going on with what the new problem is today. I've only gone, what, 500 miles, and I've swapped the motor out like back and forth like 3 times each. I've gone through, I don't know, 4 or 5 different spark plugs, 2 cylinders on the one motor, about 5 different pistons. For 500 miles, that's a lot of, and now they messed with my back wheel. Let me pull this chain off, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so what normally happens with these motorized bikes, my last one, I had, actually on that white bike, there was about 1,800 miles on it, and what happens is after about 1,000 miles, this is normal, after about 1,000 miles, the spokes on the left side where the sprocket is, they stretch a little bit, evenly, very evenly. Every single spoke on the left side gradually becomes loose a little bit altogether. Oh yeah, by the way, look at my brakes. They're pretty effective at the moment. Anyways, yeah, what normally happens, you know, in a natural situation is that all the spokes on the left side gradually stretch just a little bit, and you got to check them, you know, you got to tighten them a little bit. But it happens evenly around the entire rim. Anyways, I woke up the other morning and like one spoke was way too tight. I mean, it sounded like a guitar string if you went like that. And then the very next spoke was so loose, anyways, so while I was sleeping the night before, obviously someone went there and loosened and tightened. They'd loosen one spoke and tighten another spoke and loosen another one and tighten another one. That doesn't normally happen. Like I said, I've put thousands of miles on motorized bikes in the past, and when they come loose, when your spokes stretch, they all stretch evenly, and it'll happen on the left side, not the right side. The right side, nothing will happen, and which is amazing because every broken spoke I've got on this rim, and there's about 5 of them right now. This one's broke. That one's broke. Every broken spoke on this rim is on the right side. Well, if it happened naturally, it would have been on the left side. None of the spokes on the right side should break. Only the ones on the right. On the left, I mean. I don't know. It's just crazy. Like I said, so you know, I need a new back rim now. I've gone through about 5 different pistons. I've gone through four or five different spark plugs. 2 cylinders on the one motor, 2 drive gears. That one drive gear, I only got 100 miles on it, and the thing wore out so much that, so obviously somebody did that, you know. I don't know. That could have happened naturally, I guess, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Oh, and when I was in Ruston, they cut my gas line with a knife. And I know that they cut it on purpose, because if it would have happened naturally from rubbing against something, let's say that I leaned my bike against something, what would happen is that it would cut along the edge of the metal. It would follow the edge of the surface behind it. If I had rubbed it against something, the cut would, anyways, the cut was at an angle going the opposite direction, and it was a sharp tip, and it was wider at one side than it was wide at one side, and it went to a point on the other side. So somebody obviously took a knife. It was obvious. I mean, there's no denying it. It was obvious. They took a knife and cut it. So they cut my gas line. They keep screwing with my spokes. The one day, they must have, while I was sleeping in Detroit, Texas, they must have put a bunch of metal chips down inside the cylinder, because that piston had all kind of loose. There was a whole bunch of like metal shards kind of beat into the piston. I don't know. As much as I love doing this, and as much as I enjoy living this way, I can't afford to. I just can't keep doing it, because they're breaking stuff. The people that follow me around are breaking stuff faster than I can. I can't fix stuff. I don't have millions of dollars to it would take so many thousands of dollars. It would just be impossible to keep up with all. I mean, look, now I need some fucking new brakes. Look at this shit. Have you ever seen that happen before in real life? Like, now the fucking brakes are broken. Look at now that this thing's all screwed up. Every single thing that could possibly break on this thing has already broken like 3 times, it seems like. Crazy.